It's happened. There are two Crown Victorias right here. Yeah, this one was white, but they're both white, and they're both police interceptors. And they're both within the same era. This is a 1998, this is a 2002, late 2001, early 2002, whatever. But this one's not mine. No, no sir.
Bro, it's mine.
This one was a whole 500 bones, and you know, it was a good, like, what, 40, 45 minutes away. We had no notion of, you know, what kind of condition it was going to be. We had a few pictures to go off of online, and here it is now. I mean, what else can you buy with $500 nowadays? A whole ass, no, running and driving Crown Victoria that seems to be a-okay. This thing's pretty legit. It drove, you know, a good 50 miles back home with no issues. I'm kind of jealous because I paid $750 for mine, and it had a misfire. And what does it feel like to be part of the Panther Club now?
It feels pretty good, actually. It feels good to be part of the V8 club.
Yeah, this is John's first automobile. His first car that he has bought. I mean, good old Colorado is always going to save us at the end of the day. But for a car he can romp on, he can work on, this is a good first car. But
you can romp on it, dude.
Just say,
oh.
You don't need to say any further.
Definitely not going to sound like that forever, but it sounds good while it does.
We drove it like that all the way home, so it was quite obnoxious and loud. It's got a few issues with it. It's definitely been in a front end collision. You can see that this header bar here is bent. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's nice and straight. You can see the fascia, header panel, and the headlights, the turn signals. They're all flush. They're right where they should be. Over here, you can see that's not supposed to be there. There's supposed to be a bracket here. This is supposed to be pulled out to here, and you kind of see it when you close the hood, but the header panel sits like half an inch lower than it should. As far as the engine, got the blue silicone hose. That's a real Motorcraft silicone hose. I'm pretty jealous. Radiator looks pretty okay. I don't know if it's original. It's probably been changed. Everything else, this vehicle has 152,000. Valve covers are starting to leak. That's pretty normal. Power steering is just a wee bit low, but that's not an issue. This looks new. Kind of looks like it's got a new EGR valve.
It runs and drives in a lot.
It runs and drives. Once we clean it, it'll be nice. Do a couple things to it. It'll be nicer. Put some exhaust on it.
Put some nice. I'm considering, because that seatbelt has a bunch of tape. It's already destroyed, but you got this seatbelt. It's literally just.
You could probably use it on the driver's side.
It's literally just, you know, seatbelt material connecting it. You can't really see it very well from this angle, but I might just cut this plastic completely away and just expose the material.
All right, we're doing some very, as you can see, very much needed cleaning. John here's got the, looks like a little Honda for a vacuum.
Seriously, look at this thing. It looks like a Honda. It looks like something you'd find in, like, you buy a Honda Ridgeline or a Odyssey, and this is what it comes with. Apparently, this was a detective's car, and either the owner before it or the officer that owned it before was a pretty bad smoker. There's like crumbs, coffee stains. I don't know how many cigarette butts we found. There's a lot of them around here. Here's John, and here's John's progress. So this is pretty much kind of a before. Pretty gross. Pretty, you know, standard. Here's the dash. We did spend one day cleaning it. I got the dash pretty clean. We took out the fascia on the dash so we can clean that separately. There was some nasty bits down here. HVAC controls look all clean now. Oh yeah, we took instrument panel apart, actually cleaned it. I did it to my car and it looks really nice. Bro was just driving like that the whole time. Fucking death gripping it. And here's what it's gonna look like after. Of course, we're gonna put some floor mats down, put some seat covers on those seats. The reason why I can't really do it to my car is because, yeah, this seatbelt goes through the seat. That's so nice and convenient. So here's the dash bits. You got the dash trim, some nasties. This is the driver's side, goes right next to the steering wheel. And this is the dash fascia. It's not too bad, it's just gross. Kind of dusty. I like to pull these out and clean these individually. Make sure that's all clean. This is the light control module, dude. It's not terrible. It's just, it looks like it's been sitting for God knows how long, and then the owner before it didn't. It never washed the interior or even wanted to. At least the radio is a Kenwood, and it works. This whole color changing bit. RACIST BITCH. I don't know what that says. Here's the radio before. Pretty gross. And here's the radio head unit after. It's kind of ugly, but it's a lot cleaner than it was. Here's the pinout, or the butt, whatever you want to call it. 10 ampere looks good. Plug in the antenna first before we install. Try to do this with one hand. Okay. Wiring's getting pinched. Look at that install. Look at that install. Still looks like shit. You can see there's dust behind the screen, but whatever, dude. It's in there. Yo, look at that. Standby. Here we go. I don't want to get, I'm sure that's copyright, but yeah, it works. That's pretty cool. USB aux standby tuner. That's pretty much it. I do like how it changes colors and all that jazz. That's pretty cool. Looks good. Oh, it also has a display. So I can't turn it up too much, but it does that. That's pretty cool. This is pretty much, oh yeah, this is pretty big news. This is something we can at least make content with. We're going to start a club because there's not really many people who have these vehicles or like these vehicles in the Pacific Northwest. Everybody thinks you got to have a four-wheel drive over here. Well, in this town, you don't need a four-wheel drive. You need a damn Crown Victoria. That's the goal, is just to make a little Crown Victoria club up in our area. Everything is pretty centered in like Memphis and Maryland, and you know, over in the South, they really like these cars. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Until next time, we're doing more stuff with these. So, John, what does it feel like to be part of the Panther Club?
Hold on, redo that.
Okay.